Hi everyone, this is Ryan Lowell from MessageOps, and today I'm going to be talking about our Team Captain workflow tool. At MessageOps, we've helped hundreds of thousands of users across many organizations to deploy and get the most out of Microsoft Teams and all the tools that Microsoft has included in it. One of the first questions that we always get when we help an organization deploy teams is, should we allow users to create their own teams or should we block them from doing so? And there are some pros and cons to both. So if you choose to block users from creating their own teams, there are some pros to it. You do avoid that team sprawl. You prevent having too many teams in the organization, too many teams in the environment where you're spreading out your content and your conversations and it becomes hard to find things. You don't have good focused conversations happening inside of a smaller number of teams, which tends to promote productivity. You also reduce the amount of management, security, compliance concerns around having lots and lots of teams. Every time you create a team, you're creating numerous resources in the background, SharePoint sites, document libraries, OneNote notebooks, all different kinds of things going on in the background behind those teams. And the more of those items that you have, the more of a management headache that you tend to have as well. You also can keep your teams standardized if you're controlling that deployment. You're not going to have teams with all different naming schemes, with all different formats, inconsistency across the organization, which is going to cause confusion. And you can keep your users focused on more of those core teams, again, to improve that communication and collaboration. The downside, however, to limiting people from creating teams is that you do remove that self-service aspect. Microsoft Teams was built to be a very self-service tool, and you're going to reduce the agility of your users if you prevent them from creating their own teams. If they have a new project, a new department, a new initiative that they need a team to help them organize, blocking them from creating that team is going to prevent them from quickly and easily establishing that team and getting their operation going. It also puts a greater burden on IT to now go and deploy those teams as the users need them. So we've run across this question over and over and over again as we've helped organizations deploy teams, and out of those conversations, we chose to build a tool to help our customers quickly and easily request and deploy teams without leaving it open to be the Wild West where anybody can create a team at any time. And that's what we refer to as Team Captain Workflow. We built this tool inside of the Microsoft suite using Microsoft Forms, Microsoft Teams, and Microsoft Power Automate using that Power Platform. What this allows the users to do is to submit a very simple form to request a team when they need it. The approvals flow through Microsoft Teams and arrive as a very quick actionable message to your IT teams. When the approval is submitted, the team can be automatically deployed, and we can even customize that deployment so that those teams come out with the content inside of them already and the structure and the naming scheme that you want your team's users to see. So let's give you a quick demo of what that looks like. The beginning of our process starts with a Microsoft form. Now, you can have your users get to this in any number of different ways. They can either reach it on the web, you can give them a shortcut on their desktop, or ideally, they can get to it right inside of Microsoft Teams. So you can see up at the top of our team here, we have a new team request. And here's that form. We can embed it right inside of the team. A lot of organizations have chose to put this form inside of their company-wide teams or one of their help desk teams or things like that that the users have access to so they can easily request the team when they need it. In order to request the team, the users just have to fill out some simple information. We give it a team name, description. We have a field for a business need. A lot of our customers want the users to submit a business justification for why they need that team, just so they have an understanding of what the team is going to be used for. We type in the email address of the person we want to be the owner of the new team. And then we can set some simple settings for the team as to whether it should be public or private. Should the members be allowed to create and edit the features of the team, like channels, apps, tabs, and connectors? And should members be able to edit and delete their messages? And then we also have a chooser for what type of team this is. Now, by default, it's generic. That's just going to spit out a normal structured team from Microsoft. However, we do have the ability to build in additional team templates to assist you in deploying structured teams with new channels, new apps already pre-embedded in those teams as they come out of the box so that your users can get quickly up to speed. So once they fill out the form, you can easily click Submit. And within our IT approval team now, this would be from the IT perspective, we're very shortly going to get a message here for that team creation request. And here it is. So you can see the approval has flown in. We have the person who requested it, the date that it was created, the name of the team, the description, and the business justification for why they need that team. And we can very easily click approve or reject and add comments and click submit. We also have a Microsoft list embedded right inside of our IT team that's going to show us the various different teams, the requests, the status of their approval, who approved them, and the comments that were left. And you can see within just a couple of seconds of approving that team, it has now been automatically deployed by Team Captain Workflow. The users can immediately start using the team. So you can see from initial request to actual delivery of the team to the end user can take less than a minute. Also, we have some notifications built into the chat to notify the person who requested the team what the outcome of their request was and any of the comments that came back from that. So that's Team Captain Workflow in a nutshell. So this is the base workflow, and all of our customers can take advantage of that. However, this is built inside of Microsoft Power Automate, and we did that specifically in Microsoft Power Automate to make this very customizable. Every customer is different in how they want their teams deployed, how they want them named, the structure of the team, how they want those approvals and notifications to flow through. So we built this to be very, very customizable. This lives inside of your environment. We help you customize it and then use it to deploy your teams as you need to. If you're interested in learning more, please reach out to us at MessageOps at 877-788-1617.